Once upon a time, in a beautiful village nestled between green hills and sparkling rivers, lived a young girl named Shalewa. Shalewa was known throughout the village for her unmatched beauty and kind heart. She lived with her mother Natasha in a cozy hut made of mud and straw. Natasha was the village's best hairdresser, and people came from far and wide to have their hair done by her. Every morning, Shalua would wake up early to help her mother sweep the hut, fetch water from the river, and prepare breakfast. She loved her village and the simple life they led, surrounded by friends and family, but Shalua had big dreams. She wanted to see the world beyond the village, to learn new things, and to make a difference. One day, as Shalua and Natasha sat outside their hut braiding hair, a group of young men passed by. They were chatting excitedly about the town nearby, a place full of bustling markets, tall buildings, and opportunities. Shalua's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she listened to their stories. "Mother," Shalua said, "I want to go to the town and learn new things. I want to help our village grow and prosper." Natasha looked at her daughter with pride and worry. "My dear Shalua," she said, "the town is a big and busy place. It can be exciting but also dangerous. You must be careful and wise." Shalua nodded eagerly. "I will be careful, mother. I promise." With her mother's blessing, Shalua packed a small bag with clothes, some food, and a special comb Natasha had made for her. The next morning, she set off on the dusty road leading to the town. The journey was long and tiring, but Shalua was determined. After a day of walking, she finally reached the outskirts of the town. The noise and the hustle and bustle were overwhelming at first, but Shalua was amazed by the sights and sounds. She saw tall buildings, colorful markets, and people from all walks of life. As she wandered through the market, a friendly woman named Amina noticed her. Amina ran a small stall selling beautiful beads and jewelry. She could see that Shalua was new to the town and offered her a place to rest and a warm meal. "Thank you so much," Shalua said gratefully. "I have come to the town to learn and to help my village." Amina smiled. "You are very brave, Shalua. The town can teach you many things, but you must always remember who you are and where you come from." Shalua spent the next few weeks working at Amina's stall, learning about business and the ways of the town. She also met many people, some kind and others not so kind. She learned to navigate the busy streets and to protect herself from those who would take advantage of her. One evening, as Shalua was closing the stall, a young man named Kofi approached her. He had heard about the beautiful and smart girl from the village and wanted to get to know her. Kofi was charming and respectful, and he quickly became friends with Shalua. Together, Shalua and Kofi explored the town. They visited the library, where Shalua spent hours reading and learning. They attended festivals and learned about different cultures and traditions. Kofi taught Shalua how to be confident and assertive in a busy town. But not everyone in the town had good intentions. A wealthy merchant named Adisa noticed Shalua's beauty and intelligence. He was used to getting what he wanted and decided he wanted Shalua to work for him, even if it meant using trickery. One day, Adisa approached Shalua with an offer. "I can give you a better job with more money," he said. "You will have a comfortable life and won't have to work so hard." Shalua was tempted, but she remembered her mother's words about being careful and wise. She thanked Adisa for his offer but decided to stay with Amina, where she felt safe and respected. Days turned into weeks, and Shalwa's knowledge and confidence grew. She knew it was almost time to return to her village, but there was still much to learn and experience. With Kofi by her side, she felt ready to face any challenge the town could throw at her. Shalua woke up one morning with a new sense of purpose. She had learned so much in the town and felt it was time to start thinking about how she could help her village. She shared her thoughts with Kofi and Amina, who both supported her wholeheartedly. "You have learned a lot, Shalua," Amina said. "You are ready to take what you have learned back to your village and make a difference," Kofi added. "I will help you with anything you need, Shalua. Together, we can make your village a better place." Shalua thanked them both. With their encouragement, she started to plan her return to the village. She wanted to bring back not just knowledge, but also resources that could help her community. She spent her last few days in the town buying books, tools, and seeds for new crops. On the day of her departure, the town seemed a little less noisy, a little less overwhelming. Shalua bid farewell to Amina, promising to visit again. Kofi decided to accompany Shalua back to her village to help her with her plans. The journey back was long, but Shalua and Kofi used the time to discuss their ideas. They talked about starting a small library, introducing new farming techniques, and teaching the villagers about the importance of education and cooperation. When they finally arrived at the village, the sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the huts. The villagers gathered to welcome Shalua back, curious about her experiences and what she had brought with her. Natasha embraced her daughter, tears of joy in her eyes. "We have so much to share with you," Shalua said to the crowd. "Let's work together to make our village a better place for everyone." Over the next few weeks, Shalua and Kofi worked tirelessly. They set up a small library in the village square, and Shalua spent hours teaching the children how to read and write. Kofi showed the farmers new techniques he had learned in the town, which helped them grow more crops with less effort. The villagers were amazed at the changes. The children loved the new library, and the farmers were grateful for the improved harvests. The village began to thrive, and Shalwa's dreams were becoming a reality. One evening, as Shalua and Kofi sat outside their hut, they talked about the future. "There is still so much to do," Shalua said, "but I believe we are on the right path." Kofi smiled. "You have done an incredible job, Shalua. Your determination and kindness have inspired everyone." But their success did not go unnoticed. Adisa, the wealthy merchant from the town, had heard about Shalwa's achievements and felt a pang of jealousy. He decided to visit the village, pretending to be supportive, but with plans to disrupt their progress. When Adisa arrived, he brought gifts and praised Shalua for her hard work. However, Shalua could sense something was off. She remembered how he had tried to tempt her with false promises in the town. "Thank you for your visit, Adisa," Shalua said politely, "but we are doing well here and do not need your assistance." Adisa's smile faded, revealing his true intentions. "You think you can make a difference on your own?" he sneered. "Without my help, your village will fail." Shalua stood her ground. "We have the strength and knowledge to succeed," she replied firmly, "and we will do it together as a community." The villagers who had gathered around cheered in support of Shalua. Adisa realized he had underestimated her and left the village, vowing to find another way to get what he wanted. Despite the encounter with Adisa, Shalua and Kofi continued their work. They knew challenges would come, but they were confident that with unity and determination, they could overcome anything.